Why can't we use Zoom itself instead of YouTube?
Mainly YouTube is for people beyond these 4 locations, event venues. So you're talking of if we have to use Zoom, then we probably need to know how many numbers are expected to come, and then according to that, then we could probably have a Zoom webinar account, and then let people come in through a Zoom webinar or something like that. But YouTube is basically so that there is no restriction on the number of people.
And that's exactly why we are going with YouTube. Okay, fine. We'll try and fix this YouTube problem first.
Sorry.
I just tried the first link. That link is opening. The first link is opening now. Can you just test? I put that link on chat. Can you just test that?
Abhi, is the link working?
The first link is working now for some reason. You want me to share my screen?
I've attached that link as well there.
The link is also shared on the
Sir,
chat.
the first link probably is not. I mean, it may not be live anymore. It's a recorded video, so you probably must be seeing the recording of the live stream, not the live anymore, because I think we had stopped the live on the first link.
Correct. I think the recording is playing on that, I guess, maybe.
Yeah, so probably the first link you must be seeing the recording. So that means that you can watch recordings, but you can't watch a live on your network. Let me just once again confirm on that. So there is one more link that you may have received in the chat just now from Janardhan's account. Can you confirm? That's another live link from another YouTube account. So the title is test. So if you can confirm if you can watch that live.
No, we still can't.
So now what I'm going to do, I think there is some restriction in terms of the live streams being watched within your network. Let me do one thing. I'm going to share with you a link which is YouTube's link. No, not this one. Okay, wait. Sorry, not this one. Which has a list of all the live streams that are running on YouTube. Just a second. So if you go to youtube.com/live.
So we can see the thumbnail, we can see the YouTube dashboard, but the videos are not playing.
None of the videos are playing, right?
Yeah. No. Now the videos are playing.
Okay. Okay. Sir, just give us a second. We are talking to one more person from our other office. Just a second, please. What we deduce is that probably live YouTube live streams are being blocked within your network. So the packets that are coming in from the live YouTube live, so these are chunks of video data that keep coming in some particular format. I think it's .ts or something like that that my team is confirming. Those are being blocked by the firewall, and so the YouTube video player is not being able to show the live stream. So we are doing two things now. We are trying to give you another platform link, which is basically like a private live streaming link, which is our platform. So we'll give you that link and see if you can watch the live stream out of that. And the second is we are trying to get hold of the exact packet format in which the YouTube sends the live stream data. It is we think it is TS, but we just verify that also. And that is something which then we may need to seek help from your security team or your firewall team who's handling the current office network. They can confirm if there is some blockage over there or not.
What we will do is, in the interest of time, I clearly see that there is a firewall issue. Is that what you're confirming? So we are not able to see anything that is live irrespective of whether it is a public YouTube link or an unlisted, right? So we will speak to the internal IT team and figure out what options are can be implemented. Meanwhile, Janardhan and team, if you can work on a backup plan for YouTube. Okay, now please understand the purpose of this particular YouTube link. This YouTube link is for people who cannot come to office for the physical event, and they are sitting at their home network and watching it. This will be sent to few select members or employees who are at far site, who will either be working from home or working from the Legato environment. So from what I think, what I see, anybody who's working in the far site or anything in the Legato environment, they will not be able to see it. But if they're using their home network, they can see it, right? The most important point of using Zoom is to connect the physical events virtually across 4 locations. I think that is possible, right?
Vishal, this is Vikram. Neeraj has some issue in, so he'll be joining in 2 minutes. But yeah,
Sure.
As you said, there is some problem in the live streaming. I guess this is probably blocked because we normally don't want our people to be, busy in YouTube live streaming. So this is probably that we need to get in touch with the firewall team, and we'll get it checked to see what best we can do on that.
Yeah, thanks, Vikram. This really helps. So what we'll do is, if you can just speak to your team and figure this one out, I will speak to the external tech team and figure out a backup or what we need to do. Meanwhile, we still have to finalize the external venues in Hyderabad and Manyata. We'll start that process and circle back quickly on a possible solution for this particular issue that we have.
This is Rahil here, just to add in. Whenever we have done this with corporates like GE Healthcare, not getting too much into most of the time during the Corona times, we used to stream from a studio, and what we generally did was we had a regular Teams call, and from there we redirect the conversation to a Teams live link, which is created by the corporate, which is easily acceptable by their internal audiences from wherever they're logging in. And people logged in from their homes on a Teams live link. And in the backend, we just used a Zoom link like this or another Teams call. And we had the entire content mixing and all of that happening. So that's the easiest of all, if we don't need to bring in the YouTube angle at all. So it just works as simple as how we are just on a...
I think we should try that out. What do you think, Janardhan and team?
No, that's...
I think, in fact, that's what we wanted to propose also. Currently, we are all in a Zoom meeting. Instead, what we can do is we can get into a Zoom webinar or like the gentleman also said, Microsoft Teams meeting, and then there is a Microsoft Teams live stream. So the link of the meeting remains the same. So probably then the firewall doesn't block that meeting link. But then the people who are coming in become participants of the webinars or viewers of the webinar. But only for the restriction, that the number of participants is usually restricted. So I wanted to know what is the maximum number of participants who will, who we are kind of circulating the link to and kind of going to come to watch the event.
Janardhan, both in Zoom as well as Teams, because they already have a corporate account on Teams. That's what they use internally. So that, whatever that maximum number that they need to increase, that shouldn't be a problem, because they'll already have an internal account manager who could just change the limit. It should not take more than a couple of minutes. Just like how we buy Zoom webinar links online. So that I think is the easiest thing to do. And if you stick to Teams, because most of these associates at Legato already are used to using Teams, it'll be pretty easy. And people who are standing outside, they will anyway see the coordination. So your network will connect my VJ console across all the 4 locations. And the same thing will be shown on the big screens. So our connectivity between the 4 locations, regardless internal, external. That will be that's something that can go seamlessly. And from a central console, we stream it to a Teams Live or Zoom webinar link. And that's what people who are not at the venue, wherever they are inside or at their homes, they can log in and watch. So that could be another solution. But I think what I understand from Neeraj is he's more concerned about your cable being pulled inside the building.
Yeah,
But
which
as
is
long as your network is not talking to their network, which in Teams Live case will be the case, I don't see that as a security threat, because our external cables that we are going to run, that is only to communicate between all the 4 consoles that we are setting in our 4 separate locations.
yeah, absolutely right. Vikram, what is your view on this?
I think Vikram put in a message which said, I need to drop off now. We'll get this streaming issue checked.
I have shared it.
Okay, I think what we'll do is you guys figure out backups like what
We can see the link. We can see the link. I'm not sure. Can somebody from Legato team confirm if they can see the link, the new one that has been sent?
1 second, let's just check in.
Kavita, Abhishek, Bopana, can you view the current link that was sent?
Yeah, they confirm that they can see on the chat.
Okay.
But if you could get some confirmation from all the locations, I think then we'll.
Aishwarya, can you see that link from Hyderabad?
We're able to see it. Again, I'm on guest Wi-Fi here.
Huh? Guest Wi-Fi, you can see
I'm
it?
on guest Wi-Fi here. I'm able to see it.
Okay. Can somebody confirm that in Gurgaon? Who's there? Okay, Janardhan, what was the difference in this link?
So the earlier one was a YouTube live, and this is a private live streaming solution. So maybe the firewall is looking to block only YouTube lives, or maybe the firewall doesn't have this URL or this service blocked in your network. That could be one of the reasons.
Okay, can you come again? I lost you there. Why?
Sorry. So this one is a private live streaming link. It is not really a public live streaming link. So maybe the firewall is configured only for some particular live streaming solutions, configured to block only some particular live streaming solutions. This one is not configured to be blocked. So this one, maybe this URL or this kind of a link is not put in the restricted or a blacklisted URL. So that's why.
Kyle, do you think this will be the perfect solution, which I can take it to IT and get an okay?
So while the working wise, this will work absolutely fine. Actually, I had a larger concern that came in out of the discussions was when you are circulating a link for people to watch within your office network, there could be a possibility where, because this is live, right? Now, everybody connects on that link and everybody starts to watch the link from at a particular time itself. then there could be a possibility where the office network gets choked because of the
No,
overload of traffic.
So you have a valid point, but we will ensure that it is only sent to people who are. Otherwise, what is like Neeraj explained, what is the point of getting 15,000 people across all location and doing this, doing
Right.
that, right? So we will take care of that, not an issue. But
Okay.
I'm just narrowing it down once again. So is this particular private streaming, is it the way forward if it is YouTube?
Well, just to add in there, another way that we can do this is we don't give the option for people to log in on this when they are in the office, but just put it on a couple of big displays in the cafeterias or wherever there are common displays. So you stream it there and not really from their laptops. So that could be one way of doing this. And anyway, people who are outside can see it on the big screens wherever they're standing.
No problem. I think we'll do that. We'll do that because maybe we need to do a combination of this.
No, Vishal,
For
hang on. So, for example, there could be, see, for example, here everywhere we'll ask our associates to be outside, okay, till 11:45 when the event is getting over. But there is a possibility that there could be a few, at least in Manita or somewhere, I mean, we don't know, right? Could they might try to access the link. Now, more importantly, that is still okay. That still we can figure out because we can ask everybody to be outside and play it on big screens. The other issue is this link we want to share with Philippines, Ireland, Puerto Rico, and US. So for them, if it is not accessible, then that becomes an issue. Not necessarily that everybody is going to be see it from office. Most of them will be viewing from their office or home network. That we don't
The
know
home
yet.
network is not a problem, Kavita, at all. Because the only problem, home network is not a problem at all. But people who are in the office, there you encourage them to come and see on one of the big screens so that the number of users are.
Also, Kavita, the current link, everybody.
Home is not a problem. Just to add in there, sorry, Vishal.
Yeah.
Home is not a problem, and even if somebody is watching it from their mobile phone, is not a problem because they're on their own 4G network.
Okay.
Also, Kavita, the current link is working because the earlier it is a private live streaming. So the earlier the earlier one was an unlisted public live streaming. So private live streaming is the YouTube tech we need to use now. Janardhan and team, can you answer Kavita's question? Can we send it to folks in US, Philippines, etc., etc.?
And also they will be on office network. Considering they'll be on office network, will it play there?
It will be mixed, yeah.
It'll be a mix of office network and personal network.
So this particular link, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this particular link is an open link. So like any other link, this is an open link. So if the internet is open, this will work. Definitely not a problem. When you say there are people who are going to be coming in from Philippines or US office networks, then if the firewalls are configured exactly similar to what it is here in India, and if it is working here, it will work there. But if there is a separate firewall settings or separate policy, then there could be a possibility. So maybe for that reason, if there is another round of testing, or if you want this link to be kept open for them to be able to test it, we can identify a time slot and run a live stream and get it tested at other offices or offices under consideration also.
Okay. Yeah,
But
I think maybe
that is while this is one solution. What I think some other gentlemen just also proposed sometime back was having a Zoom webinar or a Microsoft Teams event solution. That is something that if you think that is working fine and that is people have kind of attended to that in various other networks, I mean various other situations, then that is something we should also give that a shot, because the way live streaming data passes through networks and the way video meeting data passes through networks is also different. So there could be a possibility, and that is something from the firewall team they can confirm, is that they could be blocking live streams, but they will not be able to block video meetings. So if I'm running a Zoom webinar, then that may not get blocked, but a live stream could get blocked. So that is something we really need somebody from the firewall team to be able to answer these kind of queries and questions.
Okay, so no issues. I think something worked, especially the private streaming. Now, I just want to ask a quick, simple question. So, private live streaming has the same functionality of a unlisted video, right?
Correct.
I send it to only people who I send it to will be able to see it, right?
Yes, yes.
So when
Only
I
people who
open,
have the link. So
yeah,
if they send it further to anybody else, they will be also be able
got
to
it.
see it.
So basically, okay. So earlier it was a public unlisted live streaming. Now it is a private live streaming. Correct?
Yeah, it's a private solution. So it is still an open. It's not like
I
the
get it. I
word
get it.
private usage in YouTube is a little different, but yeah, it is still
I
a
get it. So
solution.
to make it easy for us to speak to the IT team, Janardhan and team, what if you can send me a mail on the difference between the first link, why it didn't work, vis-a-vis the second private unlisted link, why it worked. Give me a description and the difference between these two links.
Sure.
Okay. I think we have a solution here, and we can we can take it further and test it out in the other locations. Kavita, your thoughts?
Prepare like the poor. Yeah, sorry.
Vishal, no, Vishal, just please repeat it. I just didn't listen, hear that part.
So what I asked the tech team is, Kavita, is that they will send us a mail on the difference between the first link, what kind of a link, what type of a link it was, and why it didn't work because of the firewall, and the latest link, which is a private live streaming link. What's the difference and why it works? I think our Legato firewall is allowing a private live stream, which is restricted to just our event. Okay, so it is kind of bouncing all the public live streaming. For example, I don't think anybody in your office wanted
Yeah.
like,
So Vishal, so let me just let's make it. So as long as our IT team is okay with it, and it's all good from their end, I think we are good. Okay.
Okay, done. So I'll get this mail. We will anyway. I'm going to go meet Sanjeev right now. Just to sum up, Neeraj is kind of requested us to keep this particular network lease lines. We're getting all these events outside Legato premises. He's saying it will be a challenge to take the lease lines from outside to inside the network and all that. So what I'll do is I'll call you offline after this meeting and then I'll address that. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So Janardhan and team, thank you. Just send me a mail on the difference between the two links that we used and which you recommend. I will take it to the IT team and Kavita's team and sort it out. Yep. Thanks.
Sure,
Thanks.
great. Thank you. Thank you. very
Thank
much.
you,
Thank you,
everyone.
everyone.
Okay, I just sent it to him. Okay, one of you, can you be there for a minute, because I have just sent it to Philippines. They all left. No, somebody's there.
This is live stream. Okay, we left. 1 second.
I haven't left. Is anybody there? Are you there?
Yeah, this is the tech team. How can I help?
No.
Just hang on. I have sent the link to Philippines.
Okay. Okay, we'll keep this
I'm
running for
just
next 10
asking
15
her
minutes
to-
more.
Where is this? Sorry.
You want
mute
us to
your
keep this running for another 10 15
speaker also has
minutes?
to go on mute. So I've just asked Philippines to check it. Okay, just wait for a minute if she can watch it.
Okay, so is it do you want us to keep running this for another 10 15 minutes?
And she's in office, so basically, I don't know whether she's in office. Okay, so Philippines can see this private link. Okay, so which means am I mute or am I
No, we can hear you. We can hear you.
hear me?
We can hear you.
Yeah, so Philippines can watch this. So but I don't know whether she's in office or home. I don't know. I'm checking that as well.
To Kavita, Shanta.
Yeah, no. Hazel is in Philippines.
Oh, okay.
So Hazel tried it. She could open it. Okay. So I don't know, but I'm just checking whether she's at home. She could be at home. Because majority of the people in Philippines are working from home. On that day, they might be in office, but that's should not be an issue. Even in office, we can open it, right? I'll ask her to check it when she's in office. Tomorrow she's in office. I'll ask her to check that link.
Yeah,
whether
but
it
then
is
the
showing.
live stream will need to be running because after this meeting is over, we'll stop the live
Oh,
stream.
then they'll.
So,
Okay,
yes,
okay, okay.
exactly. So they'll get an error message on it over there. So
No
what
problem.
we may
So
need to do is maybe identify one time slot where we can have the people running available, and then we can run a live stream on the private network for maybe half an hour or 45
other
minutes.
countries as well.
We can confirm
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, we can do that. Let me anyway. First and most important is that IT team has to,
Correct.
okay this, right?
Right.
So once that is done, if the IT team is fine with this, then we can organize, a demo with the other countries.
Right.
Okay, cool. Then thank you so much.
Okay,
We'll
great.
come
Okay,
back.
thank you.
Kavita,
Anisha.
just leave her an offline message if she was viewing it at home or
No,
in
yeah, she's there. Yeah, she spoke to me. She's viewing it at home only.
Okay, done. Got it.
Yeah.
Then we'll plan tomorrow's thing. I'll get back. Yeah, meanwhile, Jonathan, just send us that mail. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Is
you.
it okay if we disconnect this meeting now? I mean,
Yes,
everybody
yes,
will
yes. Please.
Okay.